My name is Justin Watson, and I play the role of the scientist on the Wizzle Show. Well, it's kind of funny. I knew about the show coming on because one of the creators, Dave Logan, is one of my best friends, a longtime friend, and he asked me one day if I just wanted to listen to the rehearsal, and sure, I'll listen to the rehearsal, no problem. And they needed somebody to read a couple of the parts, and one of the parts just happened to be the scientist. And what happened was, I read the part, and it seemed like, collectively everyone liked my voice on the part, and they felt like it really fit the part of the scientist. And at that point, at that moment, I was pretty much offered the part of the scientist. My perception of the character, the scientist is somebody that he's trying to get something done, but at the same time he's kind of trying to let things fall into place and trying to figure out a way to get things done, but in a quick time. And he kind of just lets things go and goes with the flow at the same time while trying to reach his goal of what he's doing. So he's not very assertive, but he's very intelligent. And he almost seems like he could be one of those good friends. One of the funny things, I guess, in physical stature, right? The scientist is small. When you see in the car, the scientist is actually pretty small, and I'm not a tall person at all. I'm about 5'4", and the scientist makes like some jokes, and sometimes I try to make jokes. So there's not I don't see too much correlation between myself and the scientist outside of those two things, but the one main thing that we have in common is trying to get something accomplished without necessarily telling everybody what the goal is. All right, you kind of almost people like to say I'm secretive because I don't always put my plans out on the forefront, and that's kind of where me and the scientists kind of relate with each other. We have these goals, but we're not putting them out there for everybody to know what they are. Not a lot of people know this, and this is probably the first time publicly that this will be said in this type of forum, but I've always wanted to act. I've always wanted to be an actor. And when I was given the opportunity to do this, to be part of this project, I jumped on it. I said, this is an opportunity as a way to get my feet wet in some type of acting, in some type of acting roles. Maybe one day go to the stage, maybe one day go in front of the camera, who knows. But one of the biggest things, exactly like I was saying, is just that I've always wanted to act, but I've always been hesitant to take that step forward into making that move. The development of the show and seeing the process take place. Now, I've never been privy to seeing the development of a cartoon. I've worked in the TV industry, I've been on movie sets and things like that, but I've never seen a cartoon being made. And, being that, Dave and I have such a close relationship, we talk pretty much every day, and he shows me the things that he's doing every day. All the animation that he's doing, the drawings that he's doing, and seeing, his work, because like I said, we've known each other for a long time. Him and I have been friends since the 3rd grade. I've watched him draw and create since the 3rd grade, and to see him going through this process of creating this project and hearing and feeling the love that he has for this particular project, it gets me excited, because as a friend, I like seeing my friends doing something that they enjoy, and watching this whole process has just been amazing, because I never knew what goes on in making a cartoon. I've seen flip books, old school flip books where people draw things over and over again, but I've never seen it in the modern age of creating keyframes and creating, different pieces and all like that. So one of the most interesting things to me has just been the process. I mean, growing up, a lot of times people will say you need to pick one thing and work on that one thing. But I feel like why? Why one thing if you feel like you can do so much more than one thing? One of the biggest things I believe that comes with trying to do things is you have to find something where you love the process. And I was talking to a friend a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about jobs and money and stuff. And money can pay your bills, but money will never make you happy, right? And people that say money can buy happiness probably don't have money. So to be happy, you have to love what you do, and you have to love the process of what you do. And if you don't love what you do, if you're somebody that goes to work every day hating your job and hating what you do, no matter how much money you make, you will be no good to yourself or your family. And if you have a family, they deserve to have the best you that they can have. Now, I'm not telling people go out and quit your jobs right away, but what I am saying is, find what you love, and find, something where you love the process. No matter what, it could be cutting hair, it could be making cakes, it could be building furniture, it could be singing, whatever the case may be. You have to love the process of what you do. And and then I believe you can find true happiness and be exactly who you're supposed to be in this world. For people that want to get into the business, the entertainment business, or any business, I would say, just do it. I know it's cliche, I know it's a Nike slogan, but I would say just do it. Because the last thing you want to do is be on your deathbed saying, man, I wish I would have tried this, or I wish I would have done that. You want to live your days knowing that you've made an attempt to do everything that you've wanted to do, or at least most of the things that you've wanted to do. The worst thing you can hear is no. That's the worst thing you can hear. And I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that I go after every single thing I want to do. I'm trying to. I struggle with a lot of things too. But if you really want to do something, man, go after it. Go after it full force, and don't worry about what your boyfriend, girlfriend, mom, dad, whoever, what they may say. You got to do these things for you, and when you do that, that's true freedom. I want people to get out of this show entertainment. I hope that we are able to make people laugh, because laughter is a heck of a medicine, right? I hope we can make people laugh. I hope we can make people think. I just want people to be entertained. I mean, maybe you can watch this show and you're not thinking about some of the things that are going on in your life that you don't want to think about for 30 minutes, an hour, whether how long you might be watching the show. Let us be your escape from reality for a period of time. Let us entertain you. Put your feelings on the computer or on the TV or whatever the case may be, and let us be the beacon of entertainment for your day. Hey, make sure y'all check out the Wizzle Show. Myself, the scientist, will be your favorite character, I hope. But if not, somebody else will be. And let us entertain you. And we love y'all for loving us. And we'll see y'all in season 1.